Welcome to G.E.M.S, brought to you by Force One Event Management Team. That's myself, Kellyanne, and Louise. We are in association with the University of East London and raising money for the National Autistic Society for the great works that they are doing. Today's event is about setting goals, raising your energy, helping you stay mindful, and hopefully finding you some sort of serenity while focusing on the benefits of Reiki and meditation in everyday life.
Please have a pen and paper handy.
No use of abusive and hurtful language.
Please don't forget to mute your mics.
Make sure you are in a clear, comfortable space.
Please, let's be respectful.
Active participation is recommended.
Please, dress appropriately.
Please be advised, if any derogatory terms or language is used in the chat, you will be removed. Well, now that you're aware of the rules and the reason that you're here, please help us in welcoming our qualified Reiki and Wellbeing practitioner to the stage, Empress Vibrant. Thank you again for coming along. We really hope you enjoy this session.
Wonderful time. We are here to bring about wellness and a mindfulness for today. So, who is Empress Vibrant? I am a Reiki and wellbeing practitioner. I am someone who is always wanting to bring a level of peace and calm to all situations, as we know that life can get just a little bit rough at times. Not only will today we'll be doing some Reiki, we'll be doing some meditation, some goals and intention settings, and also an oracle reading, just to give us some insight into areas that we can develop. And also for any support, our IT specialist is on hand at Dante. So please, if there's any issues, please put it in the chat. And yes, without any further ado, let's kick it off. So, today we'll be focusing on our well-being. So, I want to ask a few questions. I want to know if I look over, it's because I've got two screens open and I don't want to leave anybody out. So, first chance for our competition is there... Sorry about that. Got technical issues there. One moment. So hi everybody, back again. So for the first part of the competition, I want to find out if anybody knows what charity the Force One team are raising funds for. If you heard that in the intro, let me know. Okay, so first off, I want to find out from you. I would like us to get interactive today. I'd like to have some things in the chat. We have our team who is on hand to look at the chat and to find out who is answering questions. Participation is the name of the game today. So I want to know how you are managing stress and anxiety, as we know that we are going through a very transformative time, in our society. There is much things for us to be nervous about and anxious, not only in society with social media, what's going on in the wider world, also with our demands as students, meeting our demands, our deadlines for assignments, and for the professionals, your lesson plans, ensuring that you find a nice and comfortable way to engage with your students and anybody else who you are interacting with. And for those who are friends joining, welcome, welcome, welcome. So I just want to ask a few questions, and this is where we can get a bit interactive. I would like you to think about how you manage stress. So the first thing is, would you say you manage stress well? And put in the chat, if you think that you manage stress well, put a 1 in the chat. If you do not manage stress well at all, then put a number 2 in the chat. And if it is at times I can manage and other times it's not so great, then put a number 3 in the chat. Please do so. Just so we can kind of get a little feel of who's in the room and what's going on. Oh, I see some answers already. That's fantastic. Okay, so the Autistic Society is who we are funding. So I see that has come up. So how are you managing stress and anxiety in this time? So let's see if there's anything in the chat. Let's see. Any 1s, 2s, or 3s? Right, I'm seeing quite a few 3s. So sometimes, okay, so I'm getting yes, sometimes. I'm unsure if your mic's off, but it's going into. Okay, so we seem to be all right. We can hear. We're just making sure that we're dealing with any technical bugs so that you can hear me loud and clear. So I see from the chat there is quite a few 3s. So sometimes, and that's a very fair assessment. Sometimes we manage stress better than other times, depending on what it is that we're going through, especially if it's to do with family demands, work deadlines, and just basically keeping ourselves level. So another question I'd like to ask is, do you use any tools or practices to ensure that you are looking about your well-being? Okay, put 1 in the chat if you have 1 or more practices. Put a 2 in the chat if it's 2 or more, or none at all. Let me know. Okay. Exercise from Facebook and YouTube. 1 minute. Okay, so let me just see if there's anything in the chat. So how are you managing? So we've got a 2 here. What have we got over this side? Okay. So it looks like people are having at least 1 or more things that they do. Now, this could be anything from taking a walk, doing a meditation. This could be simply just sitting in nature, taking a minute. This could be reading a book. It's about taking that time for yourself. This is a little time for you to just recenter yourself. And this is where we want to come to, because we've got so much going on. I'm seeing meditation and yoga for now. Thank you so much for that in the chat. We've got exercise. So, okay, so I see that there are some things that are keeping people level. So exercise and meditation is brilliant. I've even seen deep breathing here. And weight training. That's fantastic from Zek. So yes, getting physical definitely helps us to release any excess energy, any tension, and allows us to calm ourselves and get ourselves to a nice place. And I see deep breathing here as well, regularly working out, and an accurate diet. Okay, Giovanni. Giovanni, is that Giovanni? Okay, so there are a few people popping in the chat. Thank you so much for your participation. Going out and dancing. I love that one. That is a very good stress reliever, because we are letting out the endorphins. When we are feeling high energy, we are letting out the excess energy. And what we can do is transmute some of the more heavier energy. So very lastly, I would like to ask, I'm not even sure. Okay, so you would say, so overall, everybody would say that they're pretty much balanced in times. And when there is difficult times, we know that there are things that we can go for. So we can go for a walk. We can take a seat in nature. and we can actually be at home in the comfort of our serenity and have that space for ourselves. So let me just go over to this chat and see if there's anything else here before I go on. I do not want to miss anybody. Okay, so as we've just discussed, there are a few things that we can do to level ourselves out and to get a sense of balance. So what I would like us to do is to do a few breathing techniques. First off, let me just say, when it comes to breathing techniques, you do not have to be an expert to breathe. First and foremost, literally, it's just a way of releasing. Yes, there are ways in which you can do that, and we'll go through that together. But don't be afraid that you have to be some type of expert and able to do breath work. We breathe on a day-to-day, but there are ways in which we can breathe to allow our lungs to get a more fuller capacity. So I'd like you to join me in my first breathing exercise. Now, this one, I tend to use this when I am feeling particularly stressed and I don't have much time to rebalance. It's great when you do have the time and you can kind of go for, a 10-minute walk. But when you're in a situation where, possibly you might be at work or you may be at uni, in the library, crunching, getting things done, that you have to meet a deadline and things are stressful. Maybe some of your work has been lost or you have to restore something. Or for the professionals, it's like, look, I've got this lesson plan to put up and now I've got to make some last minute changes due to unforeseen circumstances. So the one that works for me the best is one that I like to use. I take a deep breath in and I fill up all of my torso, and I like to count back from 5 on the exhale. So if you'd like to do this with me, we'll do it a few times just to kind of get the feel of it, and we'll move on to the next one and we'll go into my favorite. So if you'd like to join me in the first breathing, so what we're going to do is to take a deep breath in through the nose and fill up all of your torso. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, I've done that so that you can see what it is that I'm doing. However, you do not need to put up your hand. You do not need to let anybody know that you are going through any type of crisis or that you need to calm down. This could be done in a way that is very discreet for those people who do not like to make it aware that they're under pressure. So again, breathe out for 5 seconds. And when you get to the last one, empty all of the air out so that you are allowing your body to fully relax. Okay, so again, we go in. So in through the nose to capacity. Okay, and one more time. Okay, so that one is just a nice little introductory into the breathing. So you're able to, in that moment, get down. So it's taken us 5 seconds to just get down from a very high intense situation or feeling or emotions. And we're giving ourselves 5 seconds in which to get ourselves back down to a more balanced and leveled place. Okay, so I have the next one, and this one I like to use when I have a little bit more time, and also I like to test myself. One way I like to do that is to take a deep breath in, and I like to hold for a second, or a beat, I like to call it, release, and then I'd like to do that again, and I hold for 2 breaths or 2 beats. And then I take another deep breath in, and I'd like to hold for 3 seconds or for 3 beats. So if you come along with me, we'll start to expand our lungs, and you will find that you have a greater capacity to take in more air the more times you do this exercise. And remember, it's about looking at it like a muscle. It's something that we want to keep using so that it becomes so much more easier the next time. I've heard so many people say that sometimes they get really lightheaded. Breathing just seems to be something that kind of makes them woozy. But I think if you take your time and build it up over time, you will find that you can relax in a short space of time. So again, I'd like to invite you to do this breathing exercise with me. So first of all, we are going to keep breathing in for one. First off, we're going to do it for one hold. We'll do that 3 times, and we're going to build it up to see the capacity and how much more we can relax. Okay, so the first one is in through the nose and then out through the breath. But we are going to hold for a second before we release the out breath. Okay, so breathing in and exhale. Okay, and I'm sure you would have felt some type of release there. Let's try again. Let's hold. Breathe in through the nose again. You see how I dropped my shoulders and I relaxed? That's what you want. That's the feeling that you want to get. Okay, so we have, again, one more time. Hold. Okay, well done. So let's increase that by holding the breath for 2 seconds now. Okay, give yourself that chance to exercise your lungs so we get that greater capacity and that greater capacity to relax and to become in Zen mode. So again, let's breathe in through the nose. And really push out the last of that air so that you completely empty your lungs. Again, let's go again. So one more time. And we breathe in through the nose and we're going to exhale through the mouth. And we're going to hold for 2 seconds. Okay, so again. And release. I hope you're feeling good. I do. I like to be able to just take the time to just get myself centered. So we're going to do one more and we're going to hold for 3 counts. Okay, so bear with me. I hope you're staying along and participating because it will support you in one way or another. Be open-minded and just try. Okay, so we're going to go in for the in-breath again. We're going to inhale. We're going to hold for 3 counts. And then we're going to release. And when I ask you to release, I would like you to release slowly but deeply and to release all of the air from your lungs. Okay, so again, let's go again. So again, in through the nose. And release. And again. And very lastly, one more time, in through the nose. And release. And I know for some people, they can have the capacity to take in so much air. So do it at your own pace. There is no rush. There is no race. This is you and your time to get a sense of balance and a sense of calm in situations that sometimes can be very, very difficult. Okay. So lastly, my favorite, all-time favorite breath work is box breathing. Now, with box breathing, there is a little bit more to this one because it's a visualization one. And box breathing is, it says it in the title. We want to visualize a box. Okay. So how I like to do this is that I like to breathe in for 4 counts. So we're not talking about a tiny box like this. We're talking about taking in 4 breaths. I'm going to give you an example, and then we'll do it together. Okay. So I'm going to draw the box, but you can also do this visually. You do not have to use your hands, especially for those, like I said, who don't want to make it, evident that things are going on. So, right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to breathe in for 4 counts. So, hold for 4, release for 4, and pause for 4. Okay, so I've just made a box, but essentially what's happening is like it's an upgrade from what we've just done. We've done an exercise to expand our capacity to bring in air. So now it's for 4 counts and it's visualizing. So you can visualize this or do it with your finger. I'm going to do it with my finger, so just so you can get an idea of what it is that we're doing. So I'd like you to join me in doing box breathing. Okay, so I think we'll do this 3 times as we've just been doing it in that sort of system. So I'd like you to take your in-breath for 4 and start to make your first side of your square. So hold for 4, release, and pause. Okay, let's go again. So in for 4. And one more time. In for 4. Hold. So these are just a few techniques that you can do. Like I said, you do not have to be any kind of expert or guru on breathing to breathe and to get a sense of calm and chill. So yes, thank you for coming along with that. I hope that has made you feel a little bit more looser and a bit more comfortable and relaxed. That is the aim. So I would like us to get into, so the next part of this is the goals and intention setting. So if you have a pen and paper handy, that would be great. Please do so. Get your pen and papers ready because we're just going to go through some journal prompts. And these journal prompts are going to inform your intentions and your goal setting. So it's about becoming reflective. It's about looking forward. It's about where you want to be and who you need to be to become who you want to be. So it's like, what type of characteristics are needed to be a successful person? So for me, for my success, I need to make sure that I get up early so that I maximize my day. I get to do as much things as possible. Now, for those who are very diligent in getting up early, for 4 to 6 a.m. is prime time getting up. You can get so much done within that time. I like to get up at that time when I can. Let me keep it all the way 100. Sometimes I cannot get up at that hour. But when I do, it's great to have a sense of calm. And I do my meditation at that time. And it's a very beautiful time of hour to actually get yourself into a beautiful space. So get your pens out and let's get ready to start doing our journal prompts that will inform us writing our goals. So I hope you have your pens ready. Okay, let's have a look, see. Brilliant. Some great things in the chats. I'm seeing people feeling relaxed. They're ready to go. Fantastic. I'm glad to see that. Thank you so much. So, yeah, got some great things going on in chat. Let me just look at the other one, ensure that I'm not missing anybody. So if I look over, I'm not ignoring you. Okay, I just want to be inclusive. So, yes, so the same types of things. All right. So now that you have your pen and paper ready, right, well, let's see what we're aiming for. Right, so, all right. Fantastic. That's good. I'm glad that we're on goal. So the first question or the first journal prompt that I would like you to write down now and to reflect upon. I want you to give yourself a little time. We're going to give you 15 minutes, okay, for my team. We're giving them 15 minutes to go through these journal prompts, and this will inform the goal settings, okay, and our intention setting for those who don't like the word goal. So goal and intention, same thing. One's more on the ball, and one feels more passive, but is not by any means. So without any further ado, let's go. So the journal prompts are as follows. I am open to. I am open to. Now, I'll give you an example while you're thinking about what you're open to. I am open to learning new things. I am open to new experiences. I am open to love. I am open to stretching myself. So give you some time to really think about what are you open to. And I hope that you're open to this session and that you are wanting to get something out of it. That would be good. Okay, so I'll give you some time to get into that. Okay. So what I am open to. What are you open to? Okay. And then we have, I am happy I have. I am happy that I have a support system. I am happy that I have a system in place to keep my well-being as a priority. I am happy that I have tools and practices to keep myself level in the midst of chaos. So that's just an example. You fill in the blanks. I am happy I have. Okay. And then we have, give some people time to write that. So the first one is, I am open to, ... fill in the blanks. I am happy I have, ... fill in the blanks. And then we have, I am working towards. I am working towards. Example from myself, I am working towards inner peace. I am working towards healing. I am working towards success. No matter what success looks like to you, so you fill in the blanks. What are you working towards? What are the goals that you're working towards? Just give you some time to reflect and write those things down. And then just a little tidbit as well. There is a huge power in the pen and writing things down. Now, if you're not a person who likes to write, you can type, it does the same thing. But what it does is informs a level of energy. You put out what it is that you want. When you note things down, it becomes somewhat of a, now that it's written, I want to act on it. It's not just in the mind now. It's not just in my mind's eye. It's not just a whim. This is something that I've noted down, and I'm actually intentional about what it is that I want. I'm intending to do something. So when you're writing these things down, these are things that you can actually work on. These are things that can be tangible. Yeah. So we have also, I am becoming a person that. I am becoming a person that. And I'll give you an example while you're writing your own things down. I am becoming a person that is seeing my true potential. I am becoming a person that is stepping into my purpose. I am becoming a person who wakes up early in the morning. I am becoming a person who is balanced, loving, fair, and just. You fill in the gaps. I am becoming a person that ... fill in the gaps. Okay. And very lastly, because I know I'm throwing a lot at you, take your time. There's no rush. We have 15 minutes, and I know time is moving, but I want you to at least just reflect on those things. Look at what it is that you are wanting. What are the reasons for that? What will these changes do for your life? What would it do for your university career? What would it do for your personal life with your family, your household? What does that mean for your businesses and your career, your courses, those around you? I am becoming a person that. Okay. And then very lastly, I see that we've got 7 minutes left. Thank you so much to my team, Force One. So we have, I am happy and grateful for. Now, this one is one that I like to use for myself, because when I'm doing my intention settings, I want to always be aware of gratitude and the understanding that gratitude, having an attitude of gratitude, actually supports you feeling confident in the changes that you want to make. If you can accept where you are, what you have already in your arsenal, which is possibly everything, because we are very powerful beings, whether you know it or not, you have the capacity to do absolutely anything you put your mind to, especially if you are intentional about what it is that you are going for, what you are striving for. Okay, so the last one is I am happy and grateful for. I am happy and grateful for my family. I'm happy and grateful for great love. I'm happy and grateful for the tools and skills that I have that I can impart and share. I am happy and grateful for all of the beautiful clients that I have that come to me in different stages of their life with different things going on, different types of backgrounds, and we can still connect. There isn't a barrier due to any kind of situation or any kind of thing. We're meeting at a point together. We're meeting through healing, self-development, through being aware and intentional about what it is that we want and actively working towards that. So you fill in the gap for yourself. That's the last one. I am happy and grateful for. Okay. I'm going to give you a few moments to do that. I'm not going to keep yabbering on. I'm going to give you that time, because it will definitely inform your goals. And possibly me, actually, some of those questions will actually inform other goals that you possibly hadn't thought about. So I'm gonna get on with that. I'm gonna have a look in that chat and see what's going on. See what's going on in the chat. I love that. I'm seeing some great things in the chat. Ah, fantastic. I love that. I love that. I am happy and grateful for my friends and family. I love that. I am open to new connections. I am happy and grateful for developing and understanding myself. Wonderful. I am happy. I am loved. Amen. I needed this. I'm so glad to hear that. I'm working towards not being so hard on myself. That's right. I'm glad to hear it, because we do not need any more enemies within, with all the enemies without, and how our mind can get. So I'm glad to see that. Could the starting statements be added to the chat? Oh, someone's asking for them to be added to the chat. Could one of the teams do that, please, my love? Force One team, would you be able to put those things in the chat for the wonderful audience? I'm happy and grateful for loving and supportive family and friends. I am happy that I have protection and guidance from a higher source. That's right, amen. I am happy and grateful for. Fantastic. Thank you so much for putting that in the chat. I am happy and grateful for my health. I am open to forgive myself and loving myself for being kinder to myself. That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm loving the participation. Will this be recorded as I've just joined? Would it be recorded? I am unsure. Team, are we recording? I think it's a live stream, and I think it automatically records. So possibly, very, very possibly. I'll get a double check from the Force One team. Let's see what's going on in this chat here. I don't want to monopolize. Yeah, I can see happy and grateful for. Okay. All right. There's some great things going on in the chat. Wonderful. So happy. Yes, it will be recorded and a link will be sent in the email to you. Okay, go ahead, Force One team. So, questions. Will it be recorded? It will be, and you can get a link to it in your email. I like the efficiency of the Force One team. Yes. I'm grateful for life. That's right. Fantastic. 1 minute left. Okay. Fantastic, guys. I'm so glad to see what is going on and how you guys are doing. It's amazing. Okay. Let's have a look here. So, I see we've got 1 minute left. I'm going to give you that time to do that last moments of reflection and putting your intentions and goals down on paper so that we can manifest that, put that out, and actually make active steps to act as if, show up for ourselves, and get it on and popping, basically. Act on these things, and it doesn't have to be a stressful thing. You don't have to be, on it right this minute. It's just work towards the things that you really want and, look at the priority of it all. So let's move on. Wonderful team. I was just about to say the meditation. So in this session, I really want to do a meditation. I want us to move through a guided meditation. And I'm just going to look at the benefits, okay? So if you look at this, there are many benefits here. I just want to pull a few out. So we have reduces stress. And for those who are university students, it improves your memory. So why wouldn't you take time to get centered, to empty your mind? Because you'd be surprised how much information we get when we quiet our minds. because we have so much distraction from the outer world, you know, with social media, how much addicted we are to it, our day-to-day lives, our families, our deadlines, and our duties. And I love the fact that we have, it also says increase attention. So that's also good. So when you want to retain more information, you can start your day with emptying your mind and allowing yourself to go through a guided meditation. Some people just like the silence, maybe some tones in the background, and that's more than fine. But we're going to do a guided one, a mindfulness meditation. Okay. And it also lowers blood pressure. So not only is it a mentally stimulating and of great benefit, but we also have a more physical support system through meditation. You know, so it's there. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but we are going to go through a 20-minute guided meditation. Okay, and with this particular meditation, I would like us to get comfortable. If you are seated, then I would invite you to sit with your back straight. Okay, back. Make sure that you're not hunched over. That's not the type of energy we want. It's not going to be stuck in our crevices. We want to be erect so that the energy can flow straight through. Okay, and we want to have our feet grounded, okay, on the floor. All right, I would prefer not to have crossed legs. It just makes the energy flow so much more better. And for those who have the luxury of laying down, if you are doing so, then do this on your back. Okay, while I get the music ready, I invite you to get comfortable and close your eyes. Okay. And team, is the sound okay? Okay. Okay, team. I invite you to close your eyes. Okay. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Turn down slightly. Okay, thank you, team. So, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And again, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And the next in breath, I want you to imagine that you're breathing in a beautiful light. And on the out breath, you are breathing out any tension, any anxiety, any worries. So again, you breathe in. Breathing in positive light and releasing any tension. One more time, breathing in this divine light. Breathing out any tension. Now I want you to be aware of your head. Okay? Be aware of any tension around your temples, the crown of your head. Any tension at the back, the nape of your neck. And with each deep breath in, releasing any tension around the head. Be aware of softening the face, your jaw. Releasing all tension in the face. And breathe in again. Releasing any tension around our neck. And be aware of any tension in your shoulders. I want you to imagine that a beautiful light of healing, power, and intent is streaming in through the crown chakra, and down towards our third eye chakra, releasing any tension. Keep breathing. This light is traveling down towards our throat chakra, releasing any tension, releasing anything that is unspoken, the words that you wish to speak. Release. As you breathe in, this light energy is flowing down your shoulders. Releasing any tension down towards our arms. Visualize this light traveling from your shoulders down your arms to your forearms, to your wrists, to the palms of your hands, and coming out through your fingers. Can you see the divine light, the strength? We continue to allow this light to pass down our chest as we go to our heart chakra. And on the out breath, we're releasing any tension around the heart, any angst, any anxiety. We release in all out breaths. This light travels down just in the mid of our rib cage, just under our chest to the solar plexus. Breathe in and release any tension around the solar plexus. Anything that's affecting your will and your drive and your motivation, this is being released at this time. This guiding light is traveling down to our sacral chakra. This is about 2 centimeters above the navel. Breathing in that positive light as it flows down, down towards our sacral chakra. Releasing any tension around stagnant blocks with our creativity. This is being released now. Releasing any blocks in our creativity and our sexuality and our expression. This light travels down into our seat, which is the root chakra. As we breathe in, this light continues to flow down to the root chakra. We are releasing any stress or anxiety related to our foundation, our basic needs and necessities are met, and releasing any tension around the root chakra. Breathe in, deep breath. Hold and release any stress, tension as this light flows down past our groin area, the buttocks, down to the thigh. Envision, visualize this light flowing down your thighs, releasing any tension. Another deep breath in. Releasing any tension around our knees. We're getting so relaxed with each out breath. Releasing all tension, worrying, anxiety. Moving down to our calves. Releasing any tension around our ankles, the base of our feet. Can you feel the tingling sensation in your feet? Can you see the light as it streams out of your toes? Now this light is completely illuminated your body with positivity, love, and light. I invite you to repeat after me. I am becoming a powerful force to be reckoned with. I am becoming the true version of myself. I am becoming unapologetic. I am becoming organized. I am working towards greatness. I am happy and grateful for my life, for the possibilities, for all of my opportunities, for love, connection, entrepreneurship, success. I am dedicated to becoming the best version of myself. Continue to breathe, releasing any tension. And if you are aware of any tension in your body, direct your breath to that area for healing and release. Take a deep breath in any areas of tension, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Imagine the truest version of yourself, one that is not limited by any self-doubt or any naysayers. I invite you to look at yourself in the mirror. Envision yourself. We are going to work on your self-image. What does the truest version of yourself look like? What do they do? How do people respond to a person like you? What are your beliefs around your success and your potential? See yourself as a guiding light for tomorrow. You are here to create. You are here for a purpose. You are here to lead industries. You are here to forge new plans. You are here to invent. You are here to create a new way. You are here. Repeat after me. I am here. I am here. I am intentional. I am. Envision yourself free from any limitations. What does that mean to you? If failure was not an option, what would you be doing? Who are you becoming? You are a success. You are focused. You are diligent. You ace every test. You show up with your head held high, ready for all challenges. Remember to breathe. Breathing in that divine love, confidence, and breathing out any negativity, any limitation, and any doubt. It has no place here. For you are here to forge a new path. For you are here to make moves. For you are here. You are here. You are. You are. I am. Continue to breathe. Coming back into the space. I invite you when you're ready to open your eyes and to come back to the room. How are you feeling? I feel so relaxed, warm and loved. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Okay, so my lovelies, as that we have now gone through our first part of the session, we will take a 5-minute break. And on that break, I ask you to just have a moment of reflection. How do you feel? What's happened within me? And we'll be back in 5 minutes. I see you soon. Go and get some water, stretch, shake it all off, and I'll see you back in 5.
There's 3 minutes remaining. Two minutes remaining.
Welcome back. Welcome back. So, welcome back. I hope everybody is feeling good. You managed to go and get yourself some water, possibly went to the loo. So, in this particular part of the section, we are going to be looking at Reiki and what the benefits of it is. And now we have a second part to our competition. So your participation is necessary. So keep participating. I'm loving what's going on in the chat. Keep that going. That will work towards the competition. So the competition is, can anybody name 2 benefits of meditation? Okay, and my team will be picking that up. So put in the chat 2 benefits of meditation, rather. Okay, so apologies to everyone who's been kicked out of live and we are speaking to. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there seems to be some technicals going on in the background. So we'll just allow a little time for reflection. How are you feeling? So the first part of the competition is how are you feeling after that meditation? And the second part of it is name 2 benefits of meditation. Okay, and our team will be picking those up. Okay, there seems to be some technicals going on, and the tech people in the background are getting it done. I see some answers coming in already. I see people be listening. I like to see. Fantastic. Right. So we're going to go into an oracle reading. The oracle reading we're going to do is centered around what else do we need to be reflecting on? What other things in our day-to-day lives are causing some type of conflict, or areas that we can use meditation, breathwork, and Reiki to support. Okay, so we're going to go into a 20-minute oracle reading. Okay, and this is just to inform some more messages around what you could add to your intentions and goal settings. Okay, so let's go. All right, so with any reading, it's universal energy, the same as the energy that we draw when we are meditating, the same energy that we draw in when we're doing our breath work, and the same universal energy that we use for Reiki healing. Okay, so this is just another medium. Okay, and this is another one of my practices to aid in clarity. And gaining a little bit more confidence in where you're at. Okay, so I want to look at, I'm going to put on some, and play the rest of that meditation at the back. That was really nice. 1 second. I won't have it so loud this time, however. Okay. Okay, so not as loud as before, because I want messages for the collective. Okay, now they may not resonate with you 100%. You take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But anything that stirs up inside you, that makes your stomach spin, or the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, or there is some type of aha moment, or that sounds like me, note those things down. Okay, because it may inform more of your goal settings. Okay, and inform your mindfulness about your well-being and what's necessary for you. Okay. Wow. So in the first instant, we've had a couple cards. Okay. So the first one we have is our care and connections. Okay. So our care and connections, those we love, our significant others. It could be our family. It could be our colleagues. It could be any connection. But our loving connections are one ways in which that we can take some time to love on ourselves and allow others to love on us. How open are you to being cared for? And these are things you must reflect on. How open are you to receiving help? How open are you to allowing those around you to give you advice, to lift you up? If you are a person who seems to forge forward and I don't need any help, this card is coming to say that there are caring connections. You have those around you who are here to support. You have colleagues, you have family and friends, hopefully. You have a sense of I'm almost feeling like you have a sense of wellness, in the sense of you are the person who likes to look after. So if you're the person who does all the caring, I invite you to allow others to care for you, because they are here for that very reason. Caring connections. And that will inform your well-being. That will inform how you feel on a cellular level, how you feel emotionally, and will allow you to feel balanced. Okay, so allow those around you to support you. Okay, we have appreciation. I love this card. It's one of my favorites, because like I said in the intention setting portion, or the goal setting portion, when we are able to appreciate where we are, who we have in our lives, appreciate the caring connections, appreciate our ambitions, our goals, those around us who have supported us on our way. Maybe you're appreciative of that teacher, that tutor who just gives that little bit extra. They seem to listen a bit more. They seem to be able to connect on a real professional but also intimate level, as in appealing to you on a individual level. So there is appreciation, and possibly for the professionals, maybe there's appreciation for how your students take on board the knowledge, how they utilize that, and that is another way in which that you can inform your sense of well-being, what you're giving and also what you're receiving. And that will allow you to have a base level of confidence and love for self. Okay, so I love the fact that appreciation is here, caring connections and appreciation. I love that. And then you have patience. That old chestnut, patience. So it seems that patience is necessary, especially for those who've got deadlines. I know that for the students, UEL students and all students across the world, people who are working, got deadlines, got things that they want to get done. Maybe they have to wait on somebody else to inform some type of change or support something. And you're being asked to have patience with yourself also. Have patience with your growth and your development. These things do not have to happen overnight. You do not have to wake up tomorrow and just, act as though everything is fine, but rather take one part of your life and prioritize that until you get to a stage where you feel comfortable and it's second nature and you have nothing to worry about, because you know that it's just innate. I am who I am, flaws and all. But I'm going to have patience with my growth. I'm going to have patience with my development. I'm going to have patience with my healing journey. I recognize sometimes I shun people, or I put up a wall or a barrier. But to have patience with yourself will allow you to be a little bit more centered. Okay, so be patient with yourself, set the goals, realistic ones, and start to stick by them. Do one thing each day that brings you closer to your goal. That's the patience in it. It's not the rush, and it's not the stress, and it's not the anxiety, and it's not now. It's rather an informed choice. I'm going to spend an hour on this particular assignment or this particular part of my research, and then I'm going to go on to this part. And I'm going to be patient in the way that I do it. I'm not going to run into everything. I'm going to take my time. And I love that because it speaks to the fact that we live in a time that's very, very high energy. With all the things that's going on in the world, there's a lot of rush and a lot of movement. We're getting huge amount of communication in such short spurts. So patience with yourself, patience with others, your caring connections, remembering to appreciate those who are here to support you along the journey. And then we have the Sun card, which I love because it's the most positive card in the deck. And it speaks of wish fulfillment, it speaks of contentment, it speaks of you shining bright, being confident, showing up in the world as you intended to. You've come here to forge a path. You've come here to make a new way. You've come here to support, to care, to educate, to inform, to encourage, to empower. There is a lot going on here. And I love the fact that the sun's here because it's telling us about us feeling confident. Okay, so lastly, as I see time is moving very, very quickly. And time moves when you're having fun. And I'm having a wonderful time with you. Your energy is wonderful. Thank you so much for connecting with me. So let's get into some messages around your manifestation. Okay. So what are we releasing? What are we needing to bring in to our lives and in our daily practices that will inform the change that we have set, the goals that we have set, the intentions that we set? How intentional are we about the change? Okay, so we have severe vow of poverty. So I see that there is an energy around us letting go of this poverty mindset, lack mindset, feeling as though you don't have enough, or there's never enough, or you're chasing your tail. It's about releasing that and having realistic goals, taking the time in which to do so. Like I said, small steps, slow and steady wins the race. Okay, we know what happened with the hare. Yeah, bear rushing and then just thought you could just chill out. And then the tortoise just moseyed on by. So that's kind of what the energy is. So I'll read what this card says, and it says, severe vow of poverty. Dear one, there is no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have, consciously or unconsciously, in your lifetime. As you do so, all effects of vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. So essentially what it's talking about is you releasing this energy where it's about poverty without the lack. Start to see yourself as full, as having, as deserving of, and it will fall away and it will affect those around you in such a positive way, because it's not going to be from a place of lack, but rather from a place of I deserve, and I'm here because. Okay, and we've got declutter. So people, you've got to start shifting things around. If you've got paper stacked all over the place, it's time to streamline and become organized. So the message for declutter is you'll feel better and more focused if you take the time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to others to help, and be sure to keep a schedule so that you are uncluttered with so many things to do. It's about not having so many things on your plate, okay? Obstacles and blocks are lifted, okay? In all your good personal work and positive energy shifts have overcome previous obstacles, and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure the flow of abundance continues. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So again, getting organized, releasing all of the fears, anxieties, and the angst, and recognizing that you deserve to have the support that you need. You deserve to be celebrated. You deserve to show up, and you deserve to be here and to forge your way. Okay. And blocks are lifted when you start to release that, and your projects, your work, and things, everything just starts to fall into place with that breath, with the meditation. Some do yoga, some walk, you know. And then we have conscious consumer. Okay, now this one's a practical one. I like this one. So you have the power to heal and help the world with your decisions to buy only products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. As a conscious consumer, you choose to invest in fair trade and organic goods. You live simply and you purchase only what you need. So it's about not being in excess. It's about not connecting to this energy that's going on, that you have to have everything now, now, now. You know, and you're not in, or you're not trending if you're not doing or saying or doing the same thing that everybody else is doing. It's about being conscious about how you are contributing, you know, and being ethical while you're doing it. So I love that energy. Release any jealousy. Okay, so it says jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something, and the universe manifests exactly what you affirm. Let other people's success inspire rather than frustrate you. If they can, so can you. So okay. So while you might see people and it's like they always seem to have their thing together, you know, they have their assignments done in a timely fashion, you know, or for the professionals, yeah, that particular person always seems to have great engagement, with their students, maybe there's a disconnect. But that statement is as though you don't have everything in your arsenal. You do have everything that you need, in actual fact. You just need to reflect and take some time to look at those things and the areas that you want to improve in. That's the places that you focus on. And you don't have to be hard on yourself. And it's not about knocking yourself over the head. And it's not about, putting yourself in a chokehold. It's about being generous and kind, and gentle with yourself throughout this change. So within the last 5 minutes, we're going to close into getting some words of encouragement. Okay. And this one is from the animal spirit deck. I love this one. So lastly, we have a moment. Okay. So let's get some advice. Okay. Some advice for the people. So, okay, no problem. So I love this because the first message that we got is from the squirrel spirit. Believe in yourself. Yeah, that's right. Believe in yourself. Believe in your abilities. Believe that you will pass your degree with flying colours. You're going to get a first, and if you are those who are like, oh, I don't think I can get a first, then you get a 2-1. And if you get a 2-2, then you get a 2-2. But just know that it's about you believing in yourself, believing that you can have the top tier, that you do deserve everything that you're working towards. Okay, so believe in yourself. Okay, and we have Bobcat Spirit. Life is a mystery. Yeah, life is a mystery. We don't all have it all sussed. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So with that being said, don't allow yourself to be boggled down by what's going to happen tomorrow. Tomorrow is not your business until it's tomorrow. Today is the day. It's about being present in the moment and recognizing the great majesty that is in the mystery of life. And connecting to this divine source and energy, it gives you a new lease of life. It gives you a second wind almost. Okay, so yeah, there's a mystery here. We don't know how it's all going to go, but be open to the changes. Yeah. And then we have Sun Dipper Spirit. Be playful. Exactly. Be playful. Be playful. I know you've got stuff to do, professionals and students alike, and those who are visiting. I know that life is difficult and we have demands on our time and our attention is pulled from different directions, and our deadlines and our duties and our roles and our responsibilities. And sometimes, you know, remove the joy or, you know, make us forget about being playful. We are also here to have a good time, to express ourselves and to learn, you know, and learning through play doesn't just stop with children. You know, as adults, we can still play, we can still have fun, you know, we can still be, you know, have a, you know what I'm saying, let it all hang out a little bit, you know, show yourself a little compassion. Remember what it was to be a child and how amazingly open that they are and how confident they are, and there is no limit to what they see for themselves. But as we get older and we get the responsibility and we have a family or we have a role that we are very serious about, sometimes that seriousness can rob us of the joy that we so need to keep going, because yeah, life can be really, really hard, especially if you're not doing any of the practices that help to ground you. You know, like to see playful being, you know, something that may not happen very, very regularly. But my lovelies, that has been the reading, and I hope that there is something there in that reading that speaks to you. You know, take some time for reflection, you know, write some things down, you know, maybe something really was like, yeah, that makes sense to me, you know, write those things down. And start to act upon those things in small ways. You know, I'm not telling you to, you know, run out and start doing everything right this minute, but just have time, moments of reflection, you know, time for real stillness. In times of stillness, we can get so much messages. We gain so much more confidence in ourselves, and we get to see exactly how much stones we really have, and that we got the minerals, you know, what it takes to succeed and what it takes to do something different. And one thing I would like to leave you on for this reading: success is doing something better or different than the day before. Okay, it's as simple as that. It's growth. Okay. So, my lovelies, I hope you got something from that. Okay. Wonderful messages, wonderful messages. Let's have a look. I see some hearts emojis jumping up. It's lovely. I love that. Okay, so we are going to go into the benefits of Reiki. You know, why is Reiki good? Why do I do Reiki? You know, essentially, why does Empress Vibrant love Reiki so much? You know, so let's look into the benefits of Reiki. Thank you so much, team. So, one of the things I like to start off with when I'm dealing with anything to do with introducing something that, you know, some people may not know sometimes, is just a little few tidbits. So, you know, the first thing about Reiki, which is brilliant and what people come to me mostly for, is just to reduce the stress and to promote relaxation. Like with the reading, you know, they're not playful anymore. It's a lot of stress and anxiety, and they have to meet deadlines and they have to hit goals and targets. And it's very, very masculine led. So it's like, get this done now, now, now. You know, and what Reiki does, it allows you that time to work on the energy. Okay. And I'm really thankful for that, because even when I do Reiki on myself, I'm able to, you know, as a mother, someone who works as well, got things going on, sometimes things can get a lot, you know. So sometimes giving myself Reiki helps. It also helps me to sleep. It helps you to sleep better as well. You know, have a look at the things that are up there. You know, for me, it helps me to sleep better, which is helpful. You know, I get to also, you know, promote this energy of harmony and balance, and that's what we need. with Reiki, what is beautiful about Reiki is that we have the ability to connect to the subtle energy flows around our body. That's the aura space. So where with the meditation where I went through the chakras very quickly, with Reiki we do 3 diamonds. Okay, and the 3 diamonds are like the heavenly realm. Okay, the heart space, which is our connection, and then we have the hara, which is the navel, which is like the root chakra. And that speaks to us about the material world, the things that we want, being grounded. And Reiki essentially is a Japanese word. It's 2 words put together in actual fact. The first part is Rei, which means spirit, divine source, and Ki, which is universal life force. So, putting it together, Reiki is spiritual energy and divinely guided life force. So, using that is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to do a distance Reiki session for you. So I invite you again to get comfy. We are going to do a 15-minute Reiki healing session. This is going to be a distance Reiki. So I invite you now to spend some time clearing your mind, getting relaxed. Again, you get a moment to close your eyes again. Okay. I invite you to close your eyes and get comfortable while I send the universal energies of balance, calm, and to relieve any pains and aches that reside in the body, and also to alleviate any energy around your emotions and just getting a message around headspace. So for some of you, there is a lot of head banging going on. It almost feels very migraine-y, above the eye, around the eye, possibly behind the eye. Okay, so I'm gonna let the energies flow. You can breathe normally or take deep breaths, whatever is comfortable for you in this time. But I definitely invite you to close your eyes and receive the universal energies of healing, love, light. Thank you. Come back to the space. I invite you to open your eyes. Now, with distance Reiki, it can be very, very vast. You get some people like, oh, I felt something in my knee, or I felt something, because there's an intuitive energy around parts of the body to go to. And like I said, I had this fuzzy kind of feeling over my, in my third eye area actually. So I feel like people have kind of got that activation kind of headache, stress, some temples, and also around the knees and this tummy area. I spent a lot of area around the tummy, knees, and shoulders. I felt a lot of tension in the shoulders. So thank you for allowing me to share with that energy with you. Okay, so we are going to have a little, we've got 5 minutes. So if there's any questions, please put them in the question box. Our moderators will let me know what questions we do have, and I will endeavour to answer all questions. So 5 minutes in which to ask any questions. The Empress Vibrant, have you got any questions that you'd like to ask? Anything that comes up. Anything in the question box? And for some of you, that will be in the chat. Are there any more Reiki sessions? Not in this particular one, no, but my handles are at the back and will be at the end of this, and we can work together on that. Is it good to this type of meditation weekly? Yes. When it comes to meditation, I try to do it daily. I don't always get it right. I'm going to keep it all the way 100. But when it comes to meditation, you can do that type of meditation weekly. In fact, if you do it at the beginning of the week, which is actually a Sunday, then you inform your week. You inform how your week is going to be. Okay, so yes, I would say so. Definitely. And if you can do it more than that, then go ahead and do so. Let's see if there's anything else. Interesting. Today I woke up with tension around my eye socket bone. Never had that before. And you mentioned it, such a random body part. So not a coincidence at all. Exactly. #healing. You're more than welcome. Let's see if there's anything in the actual question box. No, people have put them in the chat. Thank you so much. Your participation is amazing, and I'm thankful. And it's appreciated, definitely. Is there anything else? Don't worry about no poor grammar. All is well. Yeah. So, in the interest of time, thank you so much for the questions. Much appreciated. Is there anything else, moderators? Are any other questions before I Yeah. Okay. So we're also going to do the competition winners. We have been running a competition throughout this session for great participation, and we will be announcing those shortly. I'm just waiting for my moderators to give me the names of the winners. Okay. So in closing, my lovelies, I want to leave you with something to work with in your day-to-day. Okay, and one being that we all have different scenarios that we go through in life, different stresses and anxieties and worries. And one thing that I would love for you to do is take away these gems. I mean, this event's called G.E.M.S. So take these gems away, take these practices away with you, so that it will inform you feeling contented and balanced in moments where you feel nervous and in moments where you feel out of sync. Okay, so let's look at it. So we could do the box breathing, meditation, and your intention and goal setting. So we have the winners in the box. Let me see. Oh, fantastic. Yes, they have been Great. Okay, so I think there's more than 4 here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we have the first winner as Zek Jacob. Zek Jacob, big up yourself. You are a competition winner. You are winning a Amazon voucher for your participation. Thank you so much. We have Ananan. You have been very, very instrumental in the chat. I am thankful to you also. And we have Sophia. I think that's Korosi. Don't, please, if I'm demolishing your names, don't hold me, don't take it personally. And then we have Donatella Seri. So those are the 4 competition winners. Well done. Yes, well done, guys. So in closing, I would like us to go through our affirmations in closing, because I think it's just a lovely way to close out what has been a really lovely session, and I hope you have enjoyed it. And thank you so much for participating and joining in. You are much appreciated, definitely. Okay, so let's get some words of affirmations that possibly be for you. So take the ones that really resonate. I obviously leave what doesn't, but you know, we shall see. Oh yes, and indeed, just as a reminder that you can still donate to the National Autism Society. So yes, that's something that would be great if you could support. And also, could you please spare a little bit of time at the end of this to do a feedback form? I'd love to know how we did, how you found the session, and all of those will be sent to you. So please take the time to do that. That would be wonderful. We would really appreciate that as well. So firstly, if you can, please donate to the National Autism Society. And also, please complete our feedback forms. We would love to know how we've done today, how you feel, and what takeaways that you will have. So I have now 5 cards have come out. So we have the 7th chakra energy center affirmation. So the 7th chakra is our crown. Okay, so it starts from here. So our crown chakra, so it says here, the affirmation is, I am connected to the highest good and the greatest love. The energy is available to me whenever I choose to tap into it. That's beautiful, and that's facts. Okay, I am connected to the highest good and the greatest love. This energy is available to me whenever I choose to tap into it. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. We have the 5th chakra, which is our heart chakra. Okay, so 5th chakra energy center affirmation is, I am able, oh, 5th, sorry, that's throat. Apologies. So, the 5th chakra being the throat. I am able to speak and hear truth. I am able to speak and hear truth. And then lastly, 1st chakra energy affirmation, I find healing in a gracious distribution of feminine and masculine energy within me. Amazing. Okay, so big up yourselves. Thank you so, so much. I'm going to hand over to the Force One team. You have at least 2. Okay, perfect. Right.
We ask that at the end of this session, please can you complete our survey? All feedback is welcomed. Thank you.
Fantastic. Yeah, we do. Your feedback will definitely be helpful.
Force One event team would like to thank you for attending. From us, Dante the IT specialist, and Empress Vibrant. Have a great evening. Goodbye.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a good evening. Amazing.